Hello everyone, this is Kim or KimmieRIOT here today, and I am bringing you my question and answer video. Yeah, I've just put it over some gameplay so you don't get bored watching a black screen. So yeah, if it runs over, I am really sorry because I don't know how long this is going to take exactly. I just wanted to fit in all of the questions. So yeah, the first question is from a person called Sophie Douche. I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if it's not, but it does spell douche. But yeah, what is your favorite game of all time? And I think my favorite game of all time, like completely all time, has got to be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, because it's just an awesome game. It was like the best game of its time in my opinion. So yeah, other than Mass Effect 2, because that's like what is not like my sort of favorite game now, but overall of all time, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas definitely. So yeah, the next question is off a guy called Big Joker COD 14. Complicated name. Yeah, and he goes, do you like turtles? If you're on about the animal, as in the animal turtle, then I think turtles are really, really cute, and if I could have a pet turtle, I would have a pet turtle. Yeah, I've got a friend who's got like 2 pet turtle tortoise things, and like they just like go out and like just crawl on your belly and stuff. They look really cute, so yeah, I would have turtles and I like them. But if you are on about the headset, because I didn't know what you meant by turtles, then I've never really tried them out before, because I've lent my sisters before, but it was broke, like, so I've never actually tried them before. But the thought of like COD music and like chat voices all in one same area of sound, and not being able to hear anyone like shouting me in the house or something, that'd pretty annoy me, because I wouldn't be there to save the day if anything bad happened in my house. So yeah, then we've got a question of a guy called O Ricky, which is, what is your greatest fear? I'm a pretty fearless creature, so no. The thing that would probably like scare me the most if it happened was like coming into contact with like things that aren't supposed to be there, like ghosts and like paranormal stuff. Like, I think it's like a really interesting subject, but and like to watch, it's pretty interesting, but I think if it actually happened to me, I would personally shit myself. So yeah, we've got another question from Just Robert SX, and his question was, what is your most embarrassing moment, and will you ever stream and play Call of Duty with your subscribers? First things first, I am seriously thinking about maybe doing some live streaming sometime, because it looks pretty fun to do, but you'd have to let me know if anyone would be interested in actually coming to watch it, because it'd be a bit lame if I was live streaming to no one but my like family and stuff. So yeah, and yeah, I do play with my subs quite a lot. Whenever I'm on COD, if I'm not playing with my clan, I'm usually playing with my subscribers. So yeah, I also do an open lobby every Thursday, which has been changed to 9:30, which like 9:30 GMT time, because I've got a new job and I don't finish the job till 9:15. So yeah, open lobbies at 9:30. Most embarrassing moment, well, the most embarrassing moment is something that I cannot like share with you all, but I have got a really embarrassing thing that happened to me a few months ago, which I can tell you all. Basically, I look a lot like my mum from the back, because I'm like, yeah, proper like my mum, and basically I was doing the washing up, so I looked even more like my mother. And then her boyfriend must have come in, and then I started feeling like these hands on my back, and then someone was like hugging me from behind, and I was like, I turned around and it was my mum's boyfriend, and I was like, oh my fucking god. And he like looked at me and was like, oh Kim, I am so sorry, I did not mean to do that. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing, but lucky it wasn't actually in front of anyone else. I've just never really been able to look at him the same ever again. So yeah, that was a pretty embarrassing moment for me. So yeah, we've got a few questions from this guy called I Chase Cars Not Dream. Pretty hardcore, that name. He goes, what, oh no, yeah it is, yeah, no, yeah, he goes, what annoys you the most? Right, the thing that annoys me the most, it's really stupid, but it's just what annoys me the most. It's like the human body sounds, like stuff like, you know, like slurping, heavy breathing, eating noises, swallowing, fucking out. Like if I'm with someone like who's like swallowing like that fucking noise, I can't do it myself because I'll just fucking shoot myself if I do it. But yeah, I have to actually like leave the room or something because it just stresses me out so much. Like, I don't mind it, like if I don't know the person I'll just leave them to it, but if I know the person, I'm like, right, you're doing that fucking noise again. Yeah, sort of just like have to leave, but that's like a really annoying thing for me. But I don't mind it, like I won't say anything like to someone who I don't know about it, but yeah, it does pretty piss me off. So yeah, another question from the same guy is it annoying having a younger sister? It's not actually that annoying because actually I'm only a year and a half older than my sister, so there's not that big of an age gap. It's not like I'm 18 and she's 5, so yeah, we see more like of each other as good friends rather than sisters, because when we like go out, we like more or less hang around with the same sort of people and stuff. So yeah, it's not actually that annoying, apart from when we do get into arguments. They're like really rare we have arguments, but when we do get into arguments they are quite bad. It's like only once every like a good 3-4 months that we actually have a proper full-on argument. So yeah, the only thing that could be is annoying is when one of us gets something that the other one doesn't, and then shit really hits the fan. But that doesn't happen very often, so it's okay. And one last question off I Chase Cars Not Dream is, if me and my sister had a 1v1, who would win? Personally, I am awful at 1v1s. I cannot snipe, so if it was a 1v1 snipe off thing, then she would probably kick my ass because I just can't snipe and she's not bad at it. So yeah, but if it was using normal guns, I'd have no idea who would win because yeah, yeah. Personally, I don't think 1v1s proved anything. Like, I think I've seen some guy with like a 2.58 kill death ratio get beat by like some guy with like a really like bad kill death ratio. So I don't personally think that proves anything. That was yeah, oh shit, I think that was that question was off a guy called Shazaman. My bad, I've just got these written down. I'm fucking not organised, so yeah. Then we've got a question from M4083 Showers, which is, what is your favourite band? My favourite band at the moment is a band called Woe Is Me. You've probably not heard of them. I'm not sure, they're not that big. But of all time, there's quite a few. I've got like a top 3. It's either Enter Shikari, Funeral for a Friend, or Paramore. So yeah, I don't really listen to Paramore that much, but I did have a Mahusive phase, so yeah. Then we've got a guy called Allcop, which says, I think the question was, how did you find your time at school while you was at school? So yeah, I found school actually pretty good, like not bad, like no problems until I was about 15, 16, because when all my friends left school, because a lot of my friends were in the year above, I always used to miss school a lot and hang around with them who'd already left. And like, I didn't get on with some of my teachers as well. In my last year of school, I was a bit of a turd sometimes when it came to skipping school, but in the end I ended up passing on my GCSEs and did alright, so it wasn't too bad in the end. Oh, I have not laid out these questions very good at all. These questions might not be from the people who I'm saying they're from, but yeah. We've got a guy, I think this is from Allcop, but it might be from, yeah, no, it is from Allcop, yeah. Okay, what was it? Oh yeah, he said Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 opinions, go. I have already said my opinions on the Deathly Hallows Part 2, I think. But anyway, overall, I thought it was a really, really good film. Probably one of the best out of the 7 or 8. I think there's 8, yeah. But yeah, the only thing that I think they could have emphasised a bit more was Voldemort's death and making the end like a bit more epic, because it was the last one, but it ended up just being like 20 years later. I was like, okay. Then we've got a question from Z.I. Merkt, which says, do you support Man City or Man United? To be honest, I couldn't really care less about supporting a football team. Not in a bad way, because I used to play football a lot when I was about 12, 13 until the age of 15. But what happened is I had a major leg operation from playing football, which caused me, like, I could never really do that again. For at least a few years until I got my leg muscle and shit back. So yeah. I loved playing football, but I never had that much of an interest watching it. But if I actually had to pick a football team to support, it would probably be Liverpool. But I don't want to like cause any hate and stuff. I don't really know who's the better team. I just say Liverpool. But yeah, we've got another question from the same guy, which was, why did you start up YouTube? Basically, I started a YouTube because of my sister, obviously, because she had a YouTube before me. Looked like it was a pretty good thing to do, and I had a lot of spare time. I've had a lot of spare time over the past few months, so I thought, why not? And I really wanted to upload my Call of Duty gameplay as well, because at the time I thought it was alright gameplay, so I just wanted to upload that. But it's turned out pretty well so far. So yeah, right, bear with me because I need a sip of my juice. Right, yeah, oh, I hate that sound. Then we've got a question from a guy called Daniel Sedum, which is, how and when did you get into gaming, and what's the best game you've ever played? Well, I've already said the best game I've ever played is probably Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or Mass Effect 2. Oh, even Fable, actually. Fable's a freaking awesome game, but yeah, anyway, the first game I proper got into was GTA San Andreas for the PlayStation 2. This was when I was about 12 years old, so I think about 6 years ago. Then basically my dad on that Christmas got me the Xbox 360, like the year when it first came out. I think it was the year when it first came out. And then I started playing Oblivion, Saints Row, I think. That was one of the first games I started playing. But I've had about 5 Xboxes since then, because they've all done the red ring thing, which was a bit lame because they all fucking hate me. But yeah, that's basically how it all started. I was not a hardcore gamer from the womb, playing Nintendo and stuff, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. But yeah, best game I've ever played, definitely San Andreas, Mass Effect 2, or maybe Fable, yeah. Then we've got a guy called Senior Chump, asking, what is my playing sensitivity? Most cases I do play on insane, but usually the first few games on I have in a day, I put it down to about 7. I have no idea why. I think it's just because my accuracy is usually off in the morning, and having a lower sensitivity makes my accuracy a bit better. That's just some weird habit I have, so yeah, you can ignore that. The last few questions we've got is from a guy called Andrew. His YouTube name is Leech Studios HD. One of his questions was, can I dance? And his answer to that is, can I fuck dance? I have never been able to dance. I don't like dance. Dance does not occur to me. So yeah, and the second question was, what happened the first time you got drunk with friends? Right, basically, this was 4 years ago. And I was just stupid, and basically it was New Year's Eve of 2007, I think, and at the time I was completely obsessed with a band called Paramore. And basically on the night I went outside, and obviously with all the fireworks and stuff, every fucking time I saw an orange firework, I just screamed Paramore at the top of my fucking lungs. And this was all around my friends as well. Like, it was all more or less our first time we'd ever like had a proper drink, and it was just so funny. And I also kept like pulling down my pants and like shouting South Pole, South Pole, and like all my friends were like, Kim, North Pole, North Pole. It was pretty funny, but yeah, that is what happened. The first time I got drunk, it was a bit pretty funny night at the time, but yeah, that was like 4 years ago. So yeah, anyway, this is the end of my question and answer. I am really sorry if I missed a couple out, because it was probably because I didn't have an answer to them. Like, alright, like I couldn't answer them, and I didn't want to like leave this too long. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Please leave a rating or a comment, because that'd be really cool. And if you haven't already, please like my new Facebook page. I made it the other day, and yeah, it'd be awesome. I'll leave a description in the leave a link in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody.